Welcome back to Theme Park Spark. So we are at LEGOLAND California. You can see the Galacticoaster ride building behind me. As annual pass holders, we were able to preview LEGO Galaxy early.
I'm so excited about LEGO Galaxy!
It's gonna be awesome! Look at the ride!
LEGO Galaxy at LEGOLAND is incredible. However, there were a few things that threatened to ruin our day. From the locker nightmare to a major frustration in the Galacticoaster line, I'm sharing everything you need to know before you blast off. We've been here quite a while and we're going to fill you in on everything that we did. Right now, Walter's eating some ice cream because it's been a long day and we're hot outside. So we're going to check out the rides, we're going to check out the food, and we're going to explore because there's more than just rides and food in this new land. Here's how our day started. We are the first ones waiting in line to enter LEGO Galaxy right back there and ride Galacticoaster.
It's so cool!
It does look so cool.
Look, there's an alien right there.
There's some weird alien sounds too. We're gonna ride Galacticoaster. I know there's a G-Force ride, and they rethemed the Sky Patrol to, I think, Duplo Launch and Land. Hopefully we'll get to ride all three. But we're gonna check out the land and see what we think. I'm really excited about it. I love Space Mountain, and I'm hoping this is kind of similar, but different. LEGO version.
We're the first ones!
We're the first ones!
We're literally the first ones! I've never been the first one for anything.
We are literally the first ones.
I'm not joking.
We were given wristbands and were able to enter the land right at 11 a.m. Everyone rushed to Galacticoaster, but before we could go on the ride, we had to put all of our loose items in a locker. That includes purses, backpacks, sunglasses, hats, everything. Before I show you the Galacticoaster ride queue, I'm going to give you a quick full tour of LEGO Galaxy. So right behind me is the new driving school. What I'm about to show you is where driving school used to be, but that is the new driving school. And then over here, when you enter LEGO Galaxy to the right, we have Stardust Treats. We got an ice cream sundae there and it was awesome. We have UFO, Ultimate Food Court, which is a retheme of a former restaurant. It is a food court, it is awesome. And then that huge building you see back there is where they have Galacticoaster. If you look further back, I'll show a close up, but like kind of just straight all the way back, there's a LEGO build area. And then up here, there's a Duplo play area / playground. And then if we continue walking this way, back over there, you can see where they have like an outdoor theater. This used to be a burger place before, and it is a burger place still. They just changed the name. It is now called Satellite Bites. It also has a Coca-Cola freestyle machine over here. And then over there is Galacticoaster. The little store is when you exit the ride, there's a little store where you could buy your ride photos. Wow, there is quite a line for Galacticoaster right now. And then that's the G-Force ride. Over here, there's some Lego stuff you could pose with. And then this is a retheme of the former Sky Patrol ride. It is now Duplo Launch and Land. Looks like there's also a little food stand on this side. If you go that way, or head down to LEGO Movie World. And that is the entire land, LEGO Galaxy. I think they fit a lot of stuff in here. It's very cool. And I mean, everything is awesome at LEGOLAND. Now let's talk about the rides. First up, Galacticoaster. Our first ride of the day was Galacticoaster. As I mentioned earlier, you had to put everything in a locker before riding the ride, but I kept my phone with me to record the ride queue. I recommend taking a picture of your locker number so you don't forget, and pick a 4-digit PIN that's easy to remember. The lockers are free for 2 hours. Most of this video was filmed on my phone because my GoPro was in a locker for quite a while. But it wasn't really that big of a deal because the Samsung Galaxy does have a great camera, as you can see from this footage. People who didn't need a locker got ahead of us in line. But we still had a pretty short wait. It was probably about 20 minutes, and that includes the ride pre-show and customizing our ride vehicle.
Listen up, cadets. We need your help. A giant space rock is zooming towards us. It's the asteroid of probable destruction. Over to the man with Plan C. It's our chief engineer, Biff Dipper.
Hey, cadets. The C stands for cadet, because Plan C depends on you.
If you want to see the entire pre-show of Galacticoaster, I have another video you're going to want to check out next. Check the description box for a link to my video about Galacticoaster. You get to pick the front piece, the back piece, the sides. Think of Mario Kart. You get to build your cart, you get to build your ride vehicle. I think it's a lot like Mario Kart, where we get to build our spaceship instead of building our cart. Like if you played Mario Kart, like, you know, on a Nintendo, we get to build our spaceship. You'll end up with whatever you want your vehicle to look like.
Here are a few important details you need to know before riding Galacticoaster. Guests must be at least 36 inches tall to ride Galacticoaster with an adult, or at least 48 inches tall to ride by themselves. Don't let the minimum height fool you. This is an intense launch coaster that goes 40 miles per hour. Make sure your kids have ridden other roller coasters first and that they like high-speed rides. There aren't any big drops, but the ride does go fast in the dark with some twists, small drops, and it goes backwards. If you have a tall preschooler, it might be too intense.
Okay, so you're going to use this. You don't get to keep it, but you get to use it here to make your spaceship.
We get to keep it?
You do not get to keep it. Wouldn't that be nice, though?
Dipper here, Chief Engineer. Come in, cats. Do your retheme. As the asteroid of probable destruction is zooming closer to Spaceport, it's messing with my signal. I'm sending over blueprints for the basic spacecraft design for your mission. Your task is to customize my basic design and then ride it into space, okay? Work together and follow my instructions. Let's hope this signal holds. First, pick the coolest nose design for your spacecraft.
So I would say the only negative with Galacticoaster is also one of the positives, and that's the customization option that makes it very Lego. It is kind of like building a cart in Mario Kart, but picture everyone is in the same cart, or in this case, rocket, and you can only build it once. So if you have multiple kids that have different ideas about what they want to pick, someone's going to have to pick the front and someone's going to have to pick the back, and you're going to have some sort of Frankenstein type roller coaster ride that isn't exactly what they want it to be. But, you know, just ride it multiple times then. It's just what you're going to have to do. But it's also, you know, customization and Lego building, and that's very Legoland.
I'm proud of all you brave cadets. Have a good mission and stay safe.
Mommy, I'm so excited.
Do you see the ride vehicles over there? Whoa, it really speeds up. It's fast. Are you scared or excited? I'm excited. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Are you scared a little bit?
Maybe. I'm not really. I think it's gonna be fun.
I'm not super scared. I'm just kind of scared.
Here's a fun fact about Galacticoaster. It is actually a bigger building than it appears. Legoland could only build the building so tall in order to comply with, you know, city codes. So they dug down, and the building actually goes partially underground. So I wasn't able to film the actual ride, which is under a minute. It's really short.
That's our picture. How was it?
I was terrified at first, but I was terrified.
Was it too scary or was it fun?
It was scary and fun at the same time.
Would you do it again?
Yes, I would do it. I would do it 1,000 more times.
Now that you know what to expect, it wouldn't be as scary.
Because literally, I went backwards. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
How did it compare to Space Mountain?
It was kind of
It's
more
different.
fun.
It's kind of not the
It's
same at
very
all.
different.
It's not the
not
same
the
at
same
all. We went backwards. The ride
I
goes
went
backwards. It doesn't like spin in a circle, but it does go backwards. And it's like glow in the dark, and there's screens.
It
and
was
you can- It's really fun. It's really fun. It's just too short. I wish it were like 5 times as
And we
long.
also have these.
Yeah, I wonder where we just oh, over there. Looks like we deposited from over there. Do you want to?
Thank you.
Right? It's cool.
I was terrified.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
How does it compare to the other Legoland rides? Did you ride it again?
Yeah, I was going to ride that in Technic.
That and Technic? Awesome.
1 star being I hated it, and 10 stars being it's my favorite ride. I would go on it 1,000 times. I would rate it an 11.
Best ride at Legoland?
That's right at Legoland.
Okay, I think this is my new favorite ride at Legoland. I like Dragon. This is way better than Dragon. It's a very short ride, but there's the pre-show, which is kind of fun, and you get to build your own rocket, which is kind of fun. I wasn't able to record on the ride, but the ride is less than a minute. It's so fun. It is so much fun. You go forwards, you go backwards, you're in outer space. There's Legos like glow in the dark hanging from the ceiling, and there's screens that have things projected. It is such a fun ride. It is so much fun. It goes pretty fast. It does go pretty fast. It may be a little bit too intense for some younger kids. It's a launch coaster. It goes a little fast. Brian tends to get motion sick. He went on Galacticoaster with us before because obviously it's a new ride. We don't know what to expect. So I'm gonna see how that is for the motion sickness factor.
The ride kind of messed me up because you're going forward and then you sort of turn 90 degrees and then you turn another 90 degrees, so you're going backwards, and then you straighten out, and that kind of messed me up, the going backwards and straightening out. So I don't think I would go on it again. It was fun. It started out like the Incredicoaster, and I actually felt like my stomach moving. So it had the effect that it was supposed to, and that was fun in the beginning. It was just the spinning that kind of got to me.
Considering it's a super short ride, it's probably okay to do once. But even with, we also have motion sickness patches on, like you'd wear on like a cruise ship or something. And even with that, if you tend to get motion sick from spinning rides, he can't look at a carousel. So it depends on how sensitive you are.
It was probably about a 40-second ride, maybe. I didn't time it.
It's less than a minute. I heard 47 seconds.
Okay.
It takes longer because of the pre-show stuff.
But the last, I had my eyes closed the last probably 15 seconds of it, the last third, just because I didn't know what else was coming and I didn't want to get sick, so I had my eyes closed. But okay. I mean, if you don't get motion sick, it's probably a fun ride. My initial thought was, this is better than Space Mountain because there's more to see. With Space Mountain, it's dark.
There is more to see,
and you have no idea what's coming, and
there is more to see. Too. Space Mountain feels about 3 times as long, though.
It probably
This was a very short ride, but yeah, I mean, indoor space themed roller coaster.
I think I enjoyed the production design better than in Space Mountain, because for me, Space Mountain is just a dark room where it's slinging you around, and I don't really enjoy it.
Space Mountain is still my favorite ride, but this is my new favorite ride at Legoland.
Molly and I actually went on the ride twice.
So Molly and I are going on Galacticoaster a second time. The line is actually shorter than when we first got here. They gave us 2 options. We could have gotten single rider, and they said we could ride it together in single rider, but we wouldn't be able to customize it, and we want to customize it. So we're going to customize it. Yeah. But Walter's not with us this time, so Molly gets to customize it all by herself. Do you know what you're going to pick? Yeah? I can't wait to see it.
But that's not exactly what happened. We went through the regular queue instead of the single rider queue, and we were paired up with a father and daughter who went through the single rider queue. The daughter assumed she would be able to help customize the spaceship too, so she and Molly ended up taking turns customizing the spaceship. Molly was a little disappointed about that because she thought she'd get to do it all on her own. So if people in the single rider line are not supposed to be the ones customizing the spaceship, that needs to be made clear to them while they're in line, because I didn't feel it was my place to tell a little girl she can't help customize a spaceship. I just felt bad for Molly because that was half the reason we chose to get in the longer line, was that she would get to customize the spaceship all by herself. Whether you go through the single rider queue or the regular queue, if you are not a party of 4, you may get paired up with another group, and you may end up having to work with strangers to customize your spaceship. One more note about the single rider line. You will miss the entire pre-show with Biff Dipper. If that's not a big deal for you, then single rider might save you time. But I think it's worth going through the entire queue at least once. Galacticoaster is probably my new favorite ride at Legoland. I just wish it were longer. It is a very short roller coaster for the amount of time that you wait. The pre-show stuff takes way longer than the actual ride. It is a very fun ride. I would definitely ride it every time we're here if the wait isn't too long. My second favorite ride is the submarine ride, which is completely different than this. So I think Legoland has the best submarine ride I've ever been on. It's awesome. We might go ride that when we leave this land.
Next, we're riding Duplo Launch and Land. The retheme of the old Sky Patrol is now called Duplo Launch and Land. It's the same ride, they just painted it. But I don't think there's much of a wait, so we're gonna go on that. Everyone's in line for Galacticoaster over here.
It's a fun ride for younger kids. Guests have to be at least 34 inches tall to ride with an adult or 48 inches tall to ride alone. Kids love being able to control how high you go and which direction you turn. But my favorite part is the view.
We got our controls. What does it say? Right? This one is left and right, and this one is up and down.
If you want to see what Sky Patrol looked like before and see what this part of the park looked like before it became Lego Galaxy, check the description box for a link to a video where my daughter and I ride the old Sky Patrol version of this ride.
Oh, this is as high as it goes.
This is as high as it goes. Are we turning?
Hey, look, it's Legoland. They can see out.
Yeah.
Now that you wonderful rest, you can stay with us here at LEGOLAND California Resort.
3, 2, 1, jump!
Next, let's talk about G-Force Test Facility.
Okay, so the ride behind me is G-Force. We are not riding G-Force right now. We're here on a preview day, and we have wristbands, which are from earlier. They're not letting people in with our color wristbands right now because we've been here too long. We needed to ride it earlier. They're prioritizing people who just got here. The guy at the gate said we kind of dodged a bullet because this one can cause motion sickness. He said that, because it spins in two directions, that a lot of people would tend to get motion sick on this. But I'm gonna give you some pro tips about G-Force. One, in order for kids to ride alone, you have to be at least 10 years old and at least 56 inches tall. It is the most height-restricted, age-restricted ride at Legoland. And in order to ride with a parent, you have to be at least 4 years old and at least 40 inches tall. So a lot of parents, you're gonna have to ride this ride with your kids because 56 inches and 10, that's a lot older than a lot of kids that go to Legoland. My son happens to be 11 and he was tall enough, so he could have done it. We'll see if we're still here and the line goes down, they just might let us in later. But I'm okay with not going on it too because I don't usually get motion sick on rides, but I'm okay with not finding out if I would get motion sick.
Now let's talk about the food. UFO is the main dining location.
It's a retheme of a restaurant that was already here, Urban Market, Urban something that was here before. That's kind of like a food court. We're trying the food. We're seeing if we like it. Order, stand by, pick up your food.
I took pictures of the entire menu on the touchscreens so that you can see the prices. Feel free to take screenshots. You order everything on a touchscreen and pay at the touchscreen. You give them your phone number and you get a text when your food is ready from the different locations. One negative is that if your group wants food from a bunch of different locations, it can be kind of annoying to have to wait for texts from different locations and pick up your food from the different locations. However, a positive is that there is plenty of indoor and outdoor seating. Now that you know how it works to order food at UFO, here's our food review. This is the Blaster seared steak sandwich that comes with chips. It was topped with peppers, onions, and a cheese sauce. These are the out-of-the-world loaded fries. They seem to have the exact same toppings as the steak sandwich, but with an extra sauce.
The steak sandwich, it's a little bit spicy. I like it. I like a little bit of heat, but it is a little spicy, and so are the fries. The fries and the sandwich are actually very similar. The toppings on this and this, except for that's probably like a Thousand Island sauce or something, they're very similar. They're both good. Of the two, I probably prefer the sandwich, just because bread over fries, but they're very similar. Which do you like better, the sandwich or the fries?
It seems like the sandwich and the fries have the exact same stuff on there. So I would probably go with the fries because I just like fries more than bread. So
I feel the opposite. I like the sandwich more than the fries.
Okay. Alright.
I thought I would prefer the fries, but I like bread.
My son got the ultra udon noodles and added steak.
I love it so much.
You
It's insanely delicious. I love it so much.
Yeah.
It tastes so good.
My daughter got the lunar strips and fries. There is a chicken strips kids meal, but we got her the adult size meal since it looked like more food for the same price. Plus it came with french fries instead of chips.
How's the chicken? Okay.
If you've ever eaten at Bricks, The chicken strips on the kids buffet are the best chicken strips in the world, and I am not kidding. I'm not a chicken strips person, but they're amazing. The chicken strips here,
Molly's chicken strips taste just about the same, so they are really, really good.
the chicken strips are amazing. My son also got a fountain drink, but the rest of us got water. You can ask for cups of water at any of the food locations. It's not cheap. I was hoping the prices were more like between 10 and 20. They're closer to the 20 mark than the 10 mark. So keep that in mind. But it's good food, and the portions are pretty good size that you could share if you weren't all that hungry and trying to save. It is very tasty. We like the food. We're not leaving hungry. If anything, we're leaving too full. Later, we went to get the Galactic Brownie, which is topped with edible glitter. It was so pretty.
Does it taste like sparkles? No? Does it taste like a brownie? Yeah? It is so sparkly. I love it.
Tastes like a brownie. I mean, it's a solar system.
It's a solar system.
Obviously.
It actually tasted really good. It kind of tasted like dark chocolate almost. It was really good. There are 2 other food locations. One is located closer to the rides, and it's called Satellite Bites. It's basically burgers and fries. Here's a picture of the menu. They also have Coca-Cola Freestyle machines located next to Satellite Bites. The other food location is called Stardust Treats. It's an outside window in the same building as UFO, and it only serves desserts. It also has Coca-Cola Freestyle machines located next to it. We got this ice cream sundae, which is called the Lego minifigure head sundae. It's vanilla ice cream topped with strawberries, sprinkles, a churro, and a cherry. But the best part is the Lego minifigure head it comes in that you get to keep and take home with you.
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living in a dream.
All right.
Ice cream now.
Lego head ice cream.
Lego head. Cherry.
How's the ice cream? How's the ice cream?
Walter got the ice cream sundae and the Lego head guy.
Ice cream.
They don't have a huge variety of desserts, but the ones that we had were good. I told the kids after the fact, we should have gotten the brownie and the ice cream at the same time, because then we could have had a brownie sundae. That would have been even better. Now, let's talk about other things to do in LEGO Galaxy. During this special preview for annual pass holders, they had a table set up with special LEGO Galaxy pop badges and magazines, LEGO magazines. Any day that you go, don't forget to ask for pop badges.
And we got a space badge.
Pop badge! Space badge!
Space badge.
There is a store called Orbital Outpost. If you go on Galacticoaster, you will exit by walking through this store. It's also where you can buy your souvenir ride photos. The store is very small, but it's packed with LEGO space-themed souvenirs. They have everything from t-shirts, LEGO sets, keychains, pretty much everything you could want, all packed into one small spot.
I kind of want one.
There are lots of photo op spots, like this one.
Be careful the aliens don't get it.
And this one. And this one. Be sure to press the button at this one.
Main engine test complete. Good luck on your mission.
Let me show you the play area.
There is a playground and a Duplo play area, which is perfect for younger kids, such as kids who are too small to go on the bigger rides. However, my 7-year-old prefers the Ninjago playground.
You're hiding in the shade.
Mommy, if I could rate this playground from 1 to 10, 1 being I hate it, it's the dumbest thing ever, and 10 being I love it, it's the best ever, I would rate it like a 1.
It's not a very fun playground for big kids. Good for little kids.
If you want to learn more about the other playgrounds at LEGOLAND, check the description box where I've included a link to a video about every playground at LEGOLAND California. But that video does not include this playground since that video was filmed before LEGO Galaxy opened. We spent the most time at the new LEGO rocket build area called Rocket Assembly Bay.
Build a rocket, check the size, scan, and launch. You want to build something?
My kids spent over an hour building their rockets. I even built a rocket.
This was my rocket. I don't know that it's very good.
Walter spent a really long time building his rocket. There were multiple times where I was asking him if he was done, and
Nope, not yet.
yeah, no, he had a lot of fun. I thought my son's rocket was really impressive.
Spaceship.
Rocket!
Spaceship.
What's the difference between a spaceship and a rocket?
I don't know. I guess spaceships are what, like, aliens use and stuff, and rockets are like...
That's what we use?
This is a spaceship because this has like missiles and stuff, and I doubt that they would send this up as like...
After you build the rocket, you can test it out and fly it on an interactive screen. It's really pretty cool. So you're gonna fly your rocket? Yeah? All right. Start.
Oh, it's pizza.
Now you put it in. Done. Oh, there it is. And then you have rocket speed. How fast do you want it to go? Blaster power?
Really fast.
Blaster power? And shield bounce.
Okay, I guess launch.
Uh-oh, spaceman got in there. Where is it? Well, there it is. There it is. You see it? Can you shoot stuff?
I can't see it.
It went in that yellow thing. There it is. Ah! Ice or summer? I don't know. Okay, shoot something. Pizza! Where's your rocket? There it is. Molly, it's still there. There's a message. Oh, you got one. Accept the board. All right. And now you take the rocket. She's holding your rocket. Say spaceship. Say Lego. I love your rocket. You do not get to bring your rocket home with you, but you can take a picture and display it on the wall before you leave. All right, so we've been in Lego Galaxy for a while now, and I'd say my overall impression of the whole land is that it is jam-packed with a lot of stuff to do.
It is a pretty small land for 3 rides.
Yeah, it has 3 rides, kind of 3 restaurants. There is a Lego build area, a Duplo play area / playground, and a store. One annoying thing I will say about, at least on the preview day, I'm sure this will be ironed out later on, but one annoying thing was the locker situation. If you are going on Galacticoaster, you cannot bring bags hats, sunglasses, anything like that with you. They have lockers that are free for 2 hours. They have lockers that you need to use. Now, in order to use the locker, we had to wait in line and then create a code and all of that. So we had to wait in line to get in the land, in line to get a locker, and then we were no longer first in line for the roller coaster. So it was only about a 20-minute wait, but still it's fine. But the locker situation, it looks like they have QR codes on them where eventually you may not have to wait in line to get a locker. You may be able to just go up to the locker and use the QR code on it. I'm not sure, but right now it's kind of annoying to have to wait in line to get a locker. If you have a stroller or something and you leave all your stuff in that, then you don't have that problem.
What's your favorite part of Lego Galaxy?
The ride.
The new ride? Yeah? Galacticoaster? Me too! Yay! How would you rate Lego Galaxy at Legoland? 1 out of 10. 10 being awesome and 1 being
10.
10?
Actually, no, not 10, not 10. 11.
11, not Galacticoaster, Lego Galaxy, this land. 11? How would you rate Lego Galaxy as a land at Legoland? Compared to Lego Movie World, the castle area, like everything. Like, what's your favorite?
Like, what are we rating about it? Is it like
just overall,
the
like
aspects of it, or like
as a land, at a theme park? 1 being I don't care if I ever come back, and 10 being I love it.
There are 2 things that I have to rate. 1, it's very Lego, and that's pretty clear. And 2, it's awesome. There's so much stuff to do in a very small amount of space, so it doesn't take very long to walk somewhere. So it's like you're doing the Rocky build something, and then you're like, okay, so I'm just gonna go eat, and then you walk up here and you eat something, and then you go on the ride. I don't know if you do it in that order. If you do, I feel sorry for your stomach while you're on the ride.
I would suggest rides first, then eat, and then Lego build.
Yeah.
In that order.
That's what we did.
That's what we did, kind of.
As a land at a theme park, I would say Lego Galaxy is very well done. I love the new rides. I think the food is pretty good. I'm sure unless there's a really, really crowded day with long lines, we would definitely make this one of our must-stop lands at Legoland. I like it better than Dino Valley. Lego Movie World, Ninjago, those are good too, but this has way more going on. Well, it probably has about as much going on as Lego Movie World. Yeah, that has a lot going on in that land too. But it has more going on than like Ninjago. Lego Galaxy is a really good land for older kids, and younger kids too, because they have the Duplo Launch and Land, which is a retheme of Sky Patrol ride. But the other 2 rides are better rides for older kids than a lot of the rides at Legoland. So this is a good land if you have older kids. Like Walter is 11 and he really liked the roller coaster. Did you say you liked it better than, how do you compare it to you like Technic better? You like
this
Technic?
Is my new second favorite.
Second favorite, okay.
It used to be Dragon. No.
Dragon, okay.
This might be our new favorite land at Legoland.
Finally, here's a warning for anyone coming to visit Legoland over spring break or this summer. Lego Galaxy is going to be very popular. Expect long lines for everything. It's a new land. It will take a while for the newness factor to wear off. You might want to try to make Galacticoaster your first ride of the day to avoid waiting in a very long ride queue. Tell me in the comments if you plan to visit Lego Galaxy. It's already open at Legoland, Florida, and it officially opens at Legoland, California on March 6th. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified about upcoming videos about Legoland, California and other fun places worth visiting in Southern California and beyond. See you next time!